Sanjay, just a few questions. So how can, are there any language options that you can use, or is it just English for now in the app?
So to start with, at this point of time, no, we will just be having one language, and we are looking forward to add no more regional languages no, to the app soon.
Okay. And can I book multiple appointments in a day? Like, can a patient or a user book?
Yes, you can.
Okay. With different clinicians?
Right.
Is that possible? So,
yes.
For example, one with the general physician and one with the specialist, let's say.
Definitely, yes.
Okay. And in the doctor's perspective, can he look at like the patient list and the patient history only when they have accepted, or if they are previously visited with the same doctor?
See, here the way we are protecting the patient's data is that no, it's only during the appointment.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it's exactly like the way when if I have to go and see a doctor physically, no, I will carry records at that point in time, and during the consultation only, doctor is able to see my past records or checkups and things like that, and the post that the documents are given back to me. Exactly the same way when the e-consult will be in process or in progress, at that point of time, the doctor will be able to see the patient record. But once the consultation is over, no, doctor will not be able to see that particular patient's record.
Okay. And even like prescribed medicines, so the patients or users cannot edit it, or like it is already done and it is secure enough for them to like use with that certain doctor.
That's correct. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. And is there like a minimum amount of like the time? Does it depend on the clinician, like the amount of patients that he will see during that day, or when he is online? That all that depends on the clinician.
So the app is completely free for the patient, completely free for the doctors. No, he can take one call, he can take 100 call.
Okay.
No, there are no restrictions from that point of view. At this point of time, to start with, we are no, giving a free consultation to each individual patient. Okay, so there will be some few doctors who will be available, and there are some coupons which will be announced. Using those coupons code, I think the first consultation with any doctor no, will be free from our end.
Okay. Okay. So the first call is free. So if I'm making like after that, is there like a certain amount or the fixed price for each of the calls?
No, sorry, Sonika, can you come again?
No, I was asking, is there like a fixed consultation fee after the first call, after the free first call?
Yeah. So no. So basically, it's not a fixed fee. Okay. So every doctor are free to set up their own fees in terms of few doctors say, no, I'll charge $500. Few doctors will say, okay, I'll do it for free. No, few will say $1,000. So it is up to them no, to charge or basically set up in terms of what are they going to charge for or charge from the patients who are going to consult them through the platform.
So from the patient's perspective, it could be from free to any amount that the doctor has given as a consultation.
Yeah, so exactly the way it works right now. So even if
we are just digitalizing it, right?
Just digitalizing it, correct?
Okay. Okay.
We have got one question here.
Yeah.
Can one login be used on multiple devices no, among family members? Multiple device, one login be used on multiple devices among family members? Yes. No, one login can be used across devices, but no, no. If somebody is using an Android phone, in that case, and no, and you log in there, whereas one of your family members again using an Android device, if wants to log in using the same credentials, in that case, the first login will be automatically exited and the second login actually becomes active.
So it will be logged out when it's not in use.
That's correct. The first one will be logged out and the second one will become an.
Okay. And just to prevent from multiple uses, is there like an OTP like each time you log in, or how does that happen once you register?
So basically each time you have to log in, I think you will have to use an OTP to complete your successful login on a specific device.
Do we have any other questions? You can use the Q&A options, all of the attendees. How does the default template work? Please explain once again. I think he means the default prescription template.
So the default prescription templates are all free. Okay. Basically, none of the features are charged either for the patient or no, from a doctor's point of view. Okay, and the default RX templates will be available to the doctors. They can use it without any charge. Yes, so there's another question. Any option of having sub profiles for family members? So the way it works on the health app is currently, if say for example I log in, okay, and I have signed in and added different family members under my user ID. Then I can do a quick switch over, and my whole dashboard to my whole profiling actually becomes different as per my family member. So yes, on the same sign in on the same device for multiple family members, there will be a separate profile, separate health record, or tracked individually for that family member.
Okay, so if you are changing the profile, does it fall under the same consultation, or how does that work? So it works as an individual for each of the family members. Is
so
that
it
right?
works as an individual. So basically, say for example, you have added 3 more family members to it. So each of them are independent. It's just that you're using the same login credentials to log into the app. Beyond that, it is all different. So say for example, I need to set an appointment for my wife. In that case, I'll have to switch the profile to my wife's profile and then book an appointment for my wife. Okay. So there's one more question coming up. After how many hours do the doctors get paid for any patient consulted? As I spoke, I think it's 48 hours within which the dues will be settled with the doctors.
And can the patients check the doctor's credentials, as in like which hospitals they work in, or if they're licensed, or what their certification or qualifications are?
So basically, while doing a doctor's, through the health app, when you are searching the doctor, either you can search through different criteria in terms of their qualifications and things like that, and their license number is also listed there. On top of that, any doctors who actually signs up onto the doctor app, MiFi doctor app, those doctors are not directly eligible to write a prescription until unless the doctor is being validated by MiFi to be a genuine practitioner with a practicing license. And once we verify the documentation, we manually approve that, and only then the doctor is eligible to write prescription for any patient.
Okay. Do you have any other questions?
Great. So if you don't have any question, we are good to go.